I invite you right now, pull up your calendar. Look at this week. There's something on there that you're dreading. It's a conversation that you don't want to have, a meeting you just wish you could skip, or a problem that landed on your desk that you didn't ask for and you don't deserve. It wasn't your fault. Now, what if I told you that everything on that calendar, every hard thing, every frustrating thing, every unfair thing, you chose it? Not literally, but what if you led as if you had? What if you stopped fighting what's in front of you and started treating it like you scripted it into your own story, your own movie? Today, I'm handing you the most powerful reframe that I promised you yesterday, and it'll change how you walk into every hard moment for the rest of your career. 7 minutes, one truth, one execution move. If you're a leader who's just tired of repeating yourself, tired of agreement without execution, and just burned out carrying the emotional weight everyone else's performance, you're in the right place. I'm Chris Hunsicker, and this is the Dealership War Room. This isn't motivation. This isn't theory. This is a daily leadership briefing for people who actually have to produce results in the arena, at work, and at home. You're in the war room now, so let's get after it. There was a season in my life where everything was falling apart. My business was failing and struggling. My relationship with my wife and kids were strained with a lot of anger, and my energy was gone. My health was suffering. I felt like a victim of circumstance, powerless to change the direction of my life. Then I found a line from Eckhart Tolle that changed everything for me. Whatever the present moment contains, accept it as if you had chosen it. Always work with it, not against it. Make it your friend and your ally and not your enemy. Something shifted when I read those words. I realized I couldn't control the events unfolding around me, but I could absolutely control how I chose to respond. And in that moment, I stopped fighting reality. The moment I stopped arguing with what was, I got my power back. Byron Katie says it perfectly. Every time I argue with reality, I lose, but only 100% of the time. There's an old Zen parable that I want you to hear and listen to with your heart and your ears. A farmer's horse runs away, and his neighbor says, "What terrible luck." The farmer says, "Maybe." The next day, the horse comes back with a herd of wild horses. And the neighbor says, "Wow, what incredible fortune." And the farmer says, "Maybe." His son tries to tame one of those wild horses, and he falls off, breaks his leg. And the neighbor goes, "Oh, how awful." And the farmer says, "Maybe." Then war breaks out. Every young man in the village is drafted, except farmer's son. The broken leg saved his life. Maybe. Here's the point. You can never know the ultimate outcome of any event. What looks like in the moment disaster today may be the exact setup for your greatest breakthrough. What feels like a loss may be clearing space for something better. But you will never see it if you're too busy fighting what's in front of you. Now, let's bring this into your store. Your top salesperson just left, no notice. Default reaction, "This is a disaster. We're going to miss the month. Why does this keep happening to me?" That's resistance. And resistance burns all your energy on something that you simply cannot change. But what if you said, "If I had scripted this into my story, what would be the reason?" Maybe this right here, right now, this is the moment you finally develop the next person up. Maybe this is the push that you needed to fix that hiring process you've been ignoring. And maybe this clears space for someone better, and you've just been holding back. You don't know yet, but the moment you stop resisting and start responding, you become the author again, not the victim. Brian Johnson puts it this way: act as if you had scripted it, not just chosen it, scripted it. You're the screenwriter of your own life. And think about it. If your life were a movie, would you write a script with no conflict, no obstacles, no hard seasons, no bad stuff? Of course not. Nobody watches that movie. Every great hero's journey is built on the struggle. And the struggle isn't happening to you. It's happening for you. And the leader who believes that, not naively, not blindly, but as a discipline, leads differently. They walk into hard meetings with curiosity instead of dread. They face the everyday setbacks with creativity instead of collapse. And they respond to chaos with authorship instead of victim mood. So here's today's execution move. I call this the script flip. Pick the hardest thing on your calendar this week, the one that you most dread, And before you walk into it, ask yourself one question. If I had chosen this, what would be the reason? What is this moment meant to teach me? You don't need to have the answer right away. The question itself is the shift, because the moment you ask it, you stop being a victim of the moment and you become the author of it. Resistance melts away, curiosity takes its natural rightful place, and you walk in with a completely different energy. Try this once this week, just once. Watch what happens. If this way of leading from authorship instead of victimhood, from acceptance instead of resistance is resonating with you, I want to invite you to apply for the Velocity Mastermind. That's where leaders, they stop fighting their reality and start writing a better script. You'll find a link in the description or a QR code up there. And if you know a leader right now who's stuck in that resistance fighting phase where they're just exhausted by everything, convinced that everything is happening to them, send them this episode. It might be the reframe that changes their entire year. Because elite leaders don't fight what is in front of them. They accept it. Then they act. Because they stop asking, why is this happening to me? And they start asking and focusing on, what is this making possible? That's authorship. That's resilience. And that's the kind of leader that you're becoming. And tomorrow, I'm going to dive deep and show you how 3 decisions determine where all of your energy goes and how you can make sure that it's going to the right place at the right time in the right way. So for today, go out, create some leadership fire, and I'll see you tomorrow in the Dealership War Room.